I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Thursday, the 9th of September. Pretty quiet afternoon. Readings around 90. Still looking at potential for an increase in shower action this weekend across the state. Let's take a look at some of the Skycam shots. These images captured this morning, and man, was that a nice sunrise. That was about 6:30. That's the view coming from Trussville. Look at the sun coming up from Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, and down in Clanton. It's always nice when you got those clouds giving the sky some texture, but I thought that was pretty neat. Quick peek at the afternoon look. That's coming from the Skycam over in Starkville, Mississippi at the Comfort Suites on Russell Street. That's looking east back over towards Scott Field. You can see off in the distance where there's a slightly big football game tonight, Auburn and Mississippi State. Going to be pretty muggy over there. Temperature should be in the 80s for that game. And the radar pretty quiet, so it looks like the chance of a shower will be relatively small, but we can't rule out one popping up somewhere close to that spot. Here's the water vapor satellite shot, and you can see a big trough out west. Probably get some snow in the mountains up there in Idaho and Montana. What's left of Hermine is a little northwest of here, and flat ridging is the story here. Again, there's a look at the surface analysis, and what's left of Hermine is near Springfield, Missouri, and the rain is east of there, falling over southeast Missouri, parts of western Kentucky, and southern Illinois, but that's all going to stay north of us. Temperatures this afternoon, hot spot in Montgomery, 96, but up this way, mostly upper 80s. Birmingham at 89, Shelby County Airport 87, Tuscaloosa, the warm spot around here, they've got 91. And we're expecting highs in the low 90s tomorrow and Saturday. Check the convective outlook. This is for the rest of today and tonight. Got a slight risk of severe weather up north in advance of that deep trough. And we note low-end 2% tornado probabilities over northern Arkansas. Out of respect for Hermine. It doesn't pack the punch it had yesterday in Texas, but still the chance is there. Tomorrow, slight risk across the nation's heartland, Kansas City and Wichita. And on day 3, which is Saturday, low-end 5% severe weather probabilities from near Little Rock up to about Columbus, Ohio. That includes the northern part of Alabama, and that's with a cold front sagging south. We'll check the QPF chart. This is the rain for the next 5 days. Heavier rain up north with the remnants of Hermine. Down here, rainfall amounts about 1/2 inch, and this is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Tuesday morning at 7. And again, we do expect an increase in the number of scattered showers and storms over the weekend, but still they're going to be scattered. And the tropics. Things kind of simplified here, down to 2 systems to really identify. One is Igor, that's the tropical storm in the eastern Atlantic, and then that wave near the Windward Islands north of the coast of South America. That bears watching for us. Igor more than likely recurves, but that deal moving into the Caribbean might be a problem. There's a look. The remnants of Gaston are near Jamaica, not organizing at all. Again, you can see that wave coming through the Windward Islands. That's the one that could develop. In fact, some of the models are picking up on that. They move it to the west-northwest toward the western Caribbean. And by golly, some of the intensity models bring this thing up to a Category 2 or 3 hurricane in 5 days. And, of course, the question is, will it come across the Yucatan and then wind up being an issue for Mexico, or will it try and come up into the Gulf? We don't know that yet, but it bears watching. Out there in the eastern Atlantic, there's Igor on the left. Look at the wave train over Africa. A lot of mischief going on there. There's the official track on Igor from the Hurricane Center. This could be a big hurricane in 5 days. It's got the thing approaching 50 west by Tuesday morning of next week. And again, odds are this recurves and will not be a problem for the U.S., but it's early in the game. We all know that could change. Let's check the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Pretty high amplitude in the westerlies north of here, trough ridge trough. We got the flat 588 ridge over us, and down below that, sufficient moisture for a few widely scattered afternoon showers or storms. You know that deal. Highs probably low 90s. Saturday as we kick off the weekend. Again, the flat ridge is there. Pretty good trough north of here, and down below that you can see a surface front. It's kind of stretched out from Minneapolis-St. Paul down to Oklahoma City. In advance of that, there could very well be an increase in the coverage of scattered showers and storms. That doesn't mean it's going to rain everywhere, but some folks could indeed get wet. That means there will be a chance of a shower or storm for the Alabama-Penn State game in Tuscaloosa Saturday night. I'd take the rain gear just in case. Sunday, again, the model has been waffling on this. The latest run has the surface front down there below Montgomery, and it puts us in dry air. And we've been kind of leaning that way in the forecast, so we'll kind of stick with that and mention lower humidity values, mostly sunny for the northern part of the state with any showers down south. Monday of next week, dry air, a little cooler. Highs maybe upper 80s, lows down around 60. Upper 50s for the cooler spots. Here's Tuesday, we're dry air. Wednesday of next week, same deal, very dry. And Thursday, kind of a reinforcing cooler air mass dropping in from the north. So next week looking relatively comfortable and also relatively dry. We'll check the following day. That's Friday the 17th. There comes Igor, which should be a pretty big hurricane in the Atlantic, well east of the United States. And then on the 18th, you can see Igor is beginning to make the turn. And on the 19th, that slow turn continues. We'll check the European on the 19th, just for the fun of it. And basically, it's very similar. It's a little farther west with Igor. You can see it on the edge of the image there. But again, it is also suggesting, number one, Igor will not be a Gulf storm. And number two, more than likely, it recurves off the East Coast. Big storm, more than likely, but one that probably will not touch the mainland of the United States. We'll check the end of the forecast on the 25th of September. Westerlies getting a little farther south, which is what they should do in late September. And man, look at the cold air up there in the eastern half of Canada, up toward the Arctic region. Man, that's cold looking. And pretty good looking low is up there near Pittsburgh and Cleveland, and that's going to drag a cold front down. And this is all voodoo, understand, but I do think the idea of some of that air dropping down like that is plausible, and that could set the stage for the first good snow event maybe for parts of eastern Canada right there, if this is right. So we'll be watching that with great interest. That's Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.